4 p.m. Central African Time with Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mosito, only on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
We're 8 minutes into 1 p.m. in Central African Time. A pleasure to have you join us for the Wednesday edition of The Upside. My name is Mmatsheko, trying to catch my breath. Listen, it's been one of those days, right? Welcome to The Upside with myself, Mmatsheko, and Tebogo Lekhuleni. You and I in each other's company until 5 p.m. as we continue with the festive edition of The Upside for the remainder of this week until we return to normal programming that is from next week, Monday. But thank you very much for being here. I don't know if you caught our throw forward with Unathi Batyashe a little bit earlier during the midday update. But we are really going to be focusing on Mayo Febi, who is a global executive coach, mindset facilitator, and founder of Mayo Febi and Associates, which is a transformation consultancy supporting individuals, leaders, and organizations across Africa, across Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and Australia. She bridges human psychology and practical action by helping people understand how belief systems work, and also just creating really good mental frameworks that are going to shape our behaviors in the year 2026. So that is but one of the many wonderful conversations that we're going to have this afternoon as we open gateways for all kinds of wonderful things to manifest. Okay, we're only 7 days in to the month of January. So the time is ripe for those kinds of themes to come through on our program until 5. Otherwise, lots of music coming through as well that you can enjoy during this festive edition of the show. Welcome and thanks for joining us.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Africa, meet Abedi.
Yeah, that's me.
Abedi is a music lover through and through.
I really love African music.
He's got a taste for all kinds of tunes and spends his days listening to Channel Africa. Guess what? He didn't know.
Okay.
Channel Africa wants to help Abedi and all music lovers everywhere to discover more incredible music. That is why Channel Africa is calling on all African musicians to submit their music. Musicians, remember to give us all your relevant information. Make your submissions at music@channelafrica.co.za. Submissions are your chance to be heard on radio. But sadly, they do not guarantee that you'll be playlisted. All submissions will be carefully reviewed to see if they meet our station's requirement. Channel Africa, the African Perspective. No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
You showed me every single angle of yourself, so I
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the upside.
Yeah. All I need is one love. All I need is your love. Yeah. Sweet love, baby. Yeah. All I need is your love. Yeah. Baby girl, nobody have to know. Baby girl, what we consign them. Baby girl, keep it on the low. Baby girl, not to consign them. Am I love far away, you? Am I love far away, baby, you? Am I love so you? I feel me still like me shy, you. Sweet love, oh, give me sweet love, oh, give me more love, yeah. Come give me some sweet love. Come give me some sweet love. Give me sweet love. Yeah. Come give me some sweet love. Yeah. Give me more love. More love. Come give me some sweet love. Come give me some sweet love.
Into 1 p.m. in Central African Time. Wizkid with Sweet Love. It is 18 minutes into 1 right now, and thank you so much for joining us. This is The Upside, exclusive to Channel Africa on channelafrica.co.za. You can also catch us on audio bouquet, on the DSTV audio bouquet, to be precise, channel 802. Also on OpenView HD, and you can find us there on channel 628. A pleasure to have you join us this afternoon as we talk transformation, we talk mindset shifts. You know, this is the perfect time of the year for those kinds of seeds to be planted in this arable land that is our minds, okay? And we're going to be speaking to Mmayofebi in just a moment in her capacity as a global executive coach, a mindset facilitator, and founder of Mmayofebi and Associates. So stick around, that conversation coming through in a moment.
As the sun rises on 2026, Channel Africa celebrates with you. This year, may prosperity flow like water. May unity strengthen our nations. And may every African story inspire the world.
Channel Afrique vous accompagne dans cette célébration. Que l'espoir illumine notre continent.
Que as vozes de África ecoem com orgulho.
From all of us at Channel Africa, we wish you and yours a joyful, successful, and prosperous 2026.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Africa at Play with Neto, NETO chairman.
Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Bafana's opening match is against the Portuguese-speaking nation Angola on the 22nd. What can we expect from Hugo Bros and his charges?
When we went to the previous tournament, we sort of had the underdog tag as a country, and we were a little bit humble. Expectations were not as high as they are now at the moment. So I just felt that players were in a good space psychologically. I just feel that Bafana will still be tournament favorites. But Coach Hugo Bros has a lot of work psychologically to make sure that players remain focused, humble, and players are playing without any pressure. Because when South African players are very creative, then we know that the outcomes are very good. But when they are under pressure, we know that sometimes the outcomes can be what we don't want to experience.
Coach Tebogo.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time. The Upside with Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito, bringing Africa's voices to the world. On Channel Africa, the African perspective.
20 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African Time. Good afternoon, Upside. And we are streaming live on our social media platforms at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. So you can see our amazing guest that we have in studio. Now, as the new year begins, many of us set resolutions filled with hope and determination. But by the time the first few months pass, for some of us the first few days and weeks, those goals often quietly fall away. And the issue is rarely a lack of ambition. More often, it's a lack of understanding of what truly drives behavior. Most resolutions focus on outcomes: lose weight, earn more, be better, while ignoring the belief systems, habits, and mental patterns that shape our everyday choices. When pressure, uncertainty, or transition hits, intention alone isn't strong enough to override deeply rooted ways by thinking. That's usually where lasting change breaks down. Joining us in studio is Mayo Febi, a global executive coach, mindset facilitator, and founder of Mayo Febi and Associates, to help us stick to those goals that we set out at the start of the year. Mayo, thank you so much for your time. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm amazing. It's so good to be here. Thank you.
Lovely having you. I said it in the intro. We set these wonderful resolutions at the start of the year, but then a couple of days later, it all falls through the crack. Talk to us about setting resolutions, sticking to them.
You hit the nail on the head in your intro when you were talking about how we do it because it's that time of the year, right? It's New Year. I mean, it's January after Christmas, so people just jump straight into this thing that they don't really understand. Like, where does this tradition even come from in the first place? And it's something that was handed to us by the Romans, if we go back into history. But bringing it back here to the modern day, the reason they fall flat is because our thinking, our feelings, and our action are not aligned. So we kick off from a feeling center. It's exciting, we just had our bonuses, there's been parties, lunch after lunch. So our energy levels are very high. But in order for change to be sustainable, you have to have a paradigm shift. So if we use the example of exercise, that's one of the most common ones that people set globally as a New Year's resolution. So what is your relationship with exercise? How did you decide that this is the thing that I want to do? And gym, for example, is the heavyweight title of exercise globally. Right. I don't know if it's a marketing campaign, but it's firmly positioned as that. But what we should ask ourselves is, why do I actually want to go to gym? What is it about that process that resonates with me? And for most of us, we have an awful relationship with gym. We see it as a place we're doing reps, we're sweating, but we don't really enjoy it. So we need to switch the paradigm around the relationship with exercise and see it rather as movement. So how am I going to move more? Am I going to walk through the mazes of SABC 3 times a day and get my steps in? Because essentially that's movement. We don't have to tie ourselves to something that doesn't resonate with us. And also on a bigger scale, to understand the belief system that's driving us to want to lose weight? Is it to look sexy? Is it because of my health? And do I deeply, fundamentally believe that that's the thing that I want to achieve? Or again, is it just something that somebody told me somewhere?
This is fascinating. Right? You know, and also just in you explaining it in how we kind of have been working from, you know, the top down and all this dopamine and really not understanding that there are other fundamental building blocks to what informs behavior and behavioral psychology, as it were. So there's a big thing that I'm seeing right now, Mayor, on social media. People are so interested in neuroscience and neuroplasticity and how our brains work and how we can sort of regenerate how we do things. You know, what are your thoughts on, how, you know, introducing new habits? I mean, we know of the saying from other experts that, you know, in order to form a new habit, it takes 21 days, you know. Are those shaping and shifting? Is that still traditional if we are looking to kind of regenerate the way we do things and look at things from a different perspective?
Caroline Leith's book, Switch on Your Brain, is an excellent book that unpacks everything that you just captured there. So rightfully so, the brain creates new neural pathways when we want to create a new habit. Now, in order to do that, we need to repeat it over and over again. So we need to repeat the action. We need to repeat the affirmation, repeat the visuals in our brain of what this thing looks like over and over again for it to become a habit.
Right.
So I love that you referenced 21 days. There's so many schools of thought around how long it takes to build a habit. Some say 21 days, some say 66 days, 90 days, so take your pick. But essentially, the idea behind giving it a time frame is to make it manageable according to all of us, because we're all different.
Yes.
I mean, I can develop a habit fairly quickly because I'm so used to doing that. So coming back to what you're saying about the neuroscience, the idea there is that if you do something over and over again and you implant it into your unconscious mind through the imagery that you feed it, and you're intentional about switching your beliefs by immersing yourself in a world that speaks to those beliefs, eventually you'll form a new habit. And finally, I just want to say that habits are formed in bits and pieces. So going back to gym and money, for example, if you say, I'm going to lose weight, don't begin by doing 50 reps the first day. Just begin by waking up at the right time.
Yes.
So if you want to go to gym at 5 a.m., wake up at 5 a.m., sit around for 10 minutes, go back to bed. Do the same thing tomorrow. And then the next week, get out of bed, drive to the gym. Look around the gym. Okay, I'm here. And I'm going to do this for 1 week. And then you keep stacking up and building up on that. And then eventually it'll become a habit. Because a lot of us overestimate what we can do in a short period of time. And we underestimate what we can do over a year, 5 years, 10 years. But we have to be willing to stick it out. And it's our belief system, our values, our thinking about ourselves that'll drive us forward to be able to develop those habits.
And perhaps the thinking is that we need to make it a lifestyle. Going back to the gym and losing weight example, that needs to become a lifestyle, because if you have set out to lose 10 kilograms, by the time you get to that target, you've lost the 10 kilograms, are you going to just stop? Is that where it ends? Because you set a target, you've reached it, and now what? Because it hasn't become a lifestyle that will ultimately then turn your entire life into a positive note in terms of how you look at food, how you look at movement. So perhaps then we need to look at it as a lifestyle as opposed to just setting targets. Is that the way?
Excellent reasoning. We have to make it a way of life, make it a lifestyle. So it really is about revisiting our environment. Is your environment enabling? When I open my wardrobe, the first thing I see is my gym clothes and my sneakers. Before I see my beautiful dresses and all these high heels and sneakers, it's the gym clothes. Why? Because it remains top of mind for me. And speaking to what you're saying about nutrition, what food is in your fridge? What do you have to change within the way you consume food? Because our bodies run on a circadian system.
Yes.
So if you eat sporadically, different times of the day, you sleep different times of the day, you're not regulating your system, because your body is there to enable you for success if you keep it in balance and you feed it nutritious food. So for beginners at this, I always say, get a team of people around you to support you. You don't have to figure out nutrition on your own. You don't have to figure out circadian system on your own and all of these wonderful things. So speak to a therapist, get a coach like me, speak to friends, do whatever it takes to enable you. And ideally, you want to find someone that has walked the journey that you want to walk on, as opposed to you trying to figure it out. And I always say that the people we admire in society, whether it's Oprah or a famous soccer player, they didn't get there on their own through their own personal effort. At any given point, they have a team. There's the wardrobe person, the hair person, there's the financial coach, there's the mental coach, there's all sorts of people. Now, here you are thinking that you can do it just by your own willpower. It's impossible. So we have to be more intentional as well about the relationships that we build with people.
It's 30 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. We're getting a masterclass in the year 2026, so that this year, hopefully, when you set those resolutions, you'll stick to them. And it starts all up in your mind and your attitude. We'll continue our conversation with Mayo right after we get the sports, latest sports.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Musibu Dimakura with your latest sports news at the Sawa. So Bafana legend Dr. Khumalo says the team's performances at this year's Africa Cup of Nations tournament were not a true reflection of what they are capable of. Khumalo, who is in Rabat as a CAF ambassador, watched Bafana's 2-1 loss to Cameroon as they exited the tournament on Sunday. The 1996 AFCON winning former midfielder says the Bafana team played in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers was much more convincing than the one in Morocco.
The edition in Ivory Coast is not the same as here in Morocco. In Ivory Coast, we're dominated by Sundowns players, 80% of them. Whereas here it's only Pirates and Sundowns. So it was not the same. And the fluidity of the game compared to that one is not the same. Hence, I was saying that when we played the AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers, we were a monster. We were unstoppable, but that changed.
Now, compared to the team that qualified for the World Cup, Khumalo noted the differences as well as believes something was lacking in this year's tournament as the AFCON team was not fluid as before.
But now I'm looking at the players when we played our opening match against Angola. You know, when we score a goal, we tend to relax and we think, no, we've wrapped it up. But that was not the case because we allow opponents to equalize and get back, and then they put us under pressure. But mostly, to answer your question, we had to dig deep to fight back because we never used to fight back. We used to beat teams convincingly. I think that was the spirit that was missing.
Onto this now, Brazil forward Neymar has extended his contract with Santos until the end of 2026 as he seeks to earn a World Cup call-up. The 33-year-old, who returned to his boyhood club in January of 2025, has not represented five-time World Cup winners Brazil since 2023 amid his struggles with injuries. Now, the former Barcelona as well as Paris Saint-Germain forward played through pain to help Santos avoid relegation from Brazil's top-flight football just last season, scoring 5 times in their last 5 matches. He then had surgery on his left knee to repair a damaged meniscus and also to boost his hopes of being included in Brazil's coach Carlo Ancelotti's plans for this World Cup. Now, Ancelotti said in October of last year that Neymar, Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer with 79 goals, must be fully fit to earn a recall. Neymar, by the way, spent 12 months out after he ruptured ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament, also known as the ACL, in October of 2023. He was also due to make his return to the national team just last year after a 17-month absence, but then was forced to withdraw from the squad with a muscle injury. On to cricket news now. Captain Ben Stokes suffered an abductor injury on the fourth morning of the fifth Ashes Test to become just another casualty of England's awful Test Ashes series tour. Now, Stokes bowled 10 deliveries from the beginning of play on Wednesday, then pulled up in his follow-through, holding his right groin. The all-rounder immediately returned to the dressing room at the Sydney Cricket Ground, handing control to the England team to the vice-captain Harry Brook. Now, Stokes was off the field for the remainder of the Australians' first innings and then slid down the batting order to number 8 in England's second innings. With his movements severely hampered, he was out for 1 to the fifth ball he faced, poking over spinner Bar Webster to slip. Now, England ended the fourth day on 302 for the loss of 8 wickets, 119 runs ahead. The tourists will now monitor the skipper just before a decision is taken on Stokes' participation in Thursday's final day of the series. And finally, in swimming news, South African swimming star Peter Kotsia has told SABC Sport that his goal is to head into the upcoming Commonwealth Games as well as the 2028 Olympic Games as the favourite in his specialist events. The 21-year-old is set to spearhead Team South Africa at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. That's from the 23rd of July to the 2nd of August. Kotsia made his Olympic debut back in 2021 in Tokyo, Japan, and first competed at the Commonwealth Games in 2022. After reaching the final at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, he believes he has grown significantly and is now ready to take the next step on the world stage. It's exactly 13:36 p.m. Central African time, and that's a wrap from the Sports Desk at the Sawa. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email. That's to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Alternatively, call us. The newsroom line is +27 11714 4459. I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
Well, here we are, and we're still in the first hour of the show. Thank you very much for joining us. Listen, if you missed the first segment, please catch this one, okay? We have Mayofebi in studio. She is a global executive coach, mindset facilitator, and founder of Mayofebi and Associates. And we really are just applying our minds at this time of the year, looking at themes of transformation, themes of, how you can rejuvenate your plans. What does that look like? It's never going to look the same for, the three of us in studio. It's different for everybody. So how can you use this information to regenerate your own plans for the year 2026 and following the journey from where you have come from to where you are going? The power of writing things down. Do you believe in that, Mayo? Do you believe in us writing things down as part of, the big trendy word nowadays is manifestation, to manifest things? Should we be writing things down? Is there power in writing things down?
There we go. There's your
For
answer.
those of you that can't see, I'm lifting my notebook.
With words on it. Yes.
I am, of course, with written words on it. Thanks for clarifying. I'm an avid believer in the power of writing down because the brain engages, the body rather, engages with more muscles when you have to write something down.
Right.
So by writing it down, you're more likely to remember what you've written down. Now, to bring it specifically to journaling, when you journal and you unpack your thoughts and you put it down in written form, you extract it from this incredibly busy place called your mind. Because it's so easy to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, this is my progress mentally.
Right.
But if you write it down, then you have a concrete record that you can track your progress. But primarily, I love writing because it's a very succinct way for you to engage with yourself in a tangible way and to extract the information that you need for yourself to be able to move forward.
That's a very interesting one because we live in this digital age where we hardly lift up a pencil or a pen and a notebook. We're always on our phones. We're typing it down. You said it engages more muscles when we're writing it down.
Yeah.
So it would not have the same effect if I just wrote it on my phone digitally.
No, definitely it wouldn't. And I was watching a video on YouTube that was talking about how our attention span has significantly reduced because of the advent of social media, of devices, etc. So we want it now and we want it quickly and we want it to the point. Whereas with writing, it's like, okay, now I must gather my thoughts, I must think, now I must translate my thoughts into words, now I must get those words and I must write them down.
Yeah.
So it's a much longer process. So that's not to say that it's not effective to use devices, but you'll get more out of it if you go for the good old-fashioned way of writing.
Willpower. We all have it. Hey, this year I'm losing weight. This year I'm making all the money. Why is it that willpower cannot stand pressure and uncertainty? When we hit that hurdle, all of a sudden, hey, that willpower is no longer there. Why is that?
So there are many reasons for that, and it's layered and it's complex. But what I will touch on is that it cannot last because it's based on feeling. Our feelings are fickle, right? So when you're exercising your willpower, there's a certain emotion that comes with that. There's positivity, there's motivation. But our feelings do this even within a day. They fluctuate. But your thinking, your belief system, that is at your core. Your values in particular are what drive behavior. So one of my values, for example, is learning. Like, I don't care where I am, I'm taking in my environment, I'm absorbing knowledge from the people around me. Now, when it comes to applying that in my profession, it's seamless because it's already a value that I have. So when it comes to willpower and I'm going to lose weight and all of these wonderful things, what underlying values do you have that will drive you to lose weight? So if your value is not health, if your value is not looking good, then you're not going to sustain that. So there has to be values and belief systems underneath that support the willpower.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
You know, I like the examples that you're making because those are examples that everyone can relate to, you know, the weight loss and fixing your finances and all of that. But we've got to learn like organization, like the fundamentals of becoming an organized person. And I think we don't really get the building blocks of how do I actually become an organized person? Because I think it's too big a goal to want to fix the big things, you know, want to paint the house, to want to get the master's degree, to want to do all these big things, unless you've done the groundwork on how to, I don't know, clean out a drawer at home, you know, just getting organized. How can I get organized? Because another analogy we alluded to was around, you know, opening a closet. You know, if I open my closet and it's a mess and there's clothes in there that no longer fit me and there's, you know, filthy socks lying around and, you know, Tate Mogolo's Mang's jacket in there that he left in 1966, you know, and it's just a mess. And I can't seem to get organized. Where do I start? Because I think perhaps that's what we're actually battling with as people. It's not the big stuff, but the little things of how do I get organized if I don't know where to start?
So true, so true. And what's coming up for me is the two most programmable times of the day for your brain. So immediately when you wake up and just before you fall asleep, what you're thinking about at those two periods will determine what happens in the day. The reason for that is because your brain is in a theta state of mind. So it's similar to hypnosis. You're drifting out of sleep and at night you're drifting into sleep. So whatever you tell yourself at that time sets the tone. So if in that moment, to come back to your question, you're thinking about tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to do ABC, then you're more likely to achieve those things. And at the beginning of the day in particular, it's so important to have a morning routine. So after you've said whatever and you're drifting now into consciousness, full consciousness, have a morning routine. I cannot overemphasize that. You cannot wake up at random times every single day and go on your phone. Because a lot of people do that. It's it's instinctive. They even fall asleep with the phone, and the first thing they think about, they pick up the phone. But simple disciplines like making your bed, as simple as that sounds, saying prayers, saying affirmations, going to gym, have something that you do consistently, because then you're building up the muscle of discipline.
Right.
And same thing at night. Don't fall asleep on your phone. I recommend that you put your phone away at least an hour or two before you fall asleep, and then start thinking about the things that you want to do the next day. Write them down if you have to, and see yourself succeeding. Because a lot of us at that time, we're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to that job that I hate. I have to speak to that guy that I hate. I hate my life. I hate this. I hate that. But when you're off and you're saying, this year, it's the year that I'm going to make money. This year, I'm going to network. This year, I'm going to be so intentional about building my career. I'm going to speak to people I've been terrified of speaking to, because I believe they can open doors for me. When you think about those things, then naturally the universe will create possibilities for you. Somehow the right people, the right circumstances will come into your life, because of what you confess, because we are natural creators as human beings. I firmly believe that we are little manifestations of God walking around this earth. So when we tap into that power that we have, and we understand the power of the spoken word, we understand the power of our mind, we become unstoppable. Before I became a coach, I went to a Robin Banks convention.
Right.
I don't know if you've heard of him. He is amazing.
He's huge, larger
big
than life.
energy, right?
Yeah.
So after his conference thing, I waited in line. I'm like, I need to speak to this guy. And I said to him, Robin, how did you get to do what you do? Like, what qualifications do you have? What certificates do you have? And he's like, nothing. And I was like, what? But how did you get here? He said, no, I just started confessing. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a motivational speaker. He would look in the mirror every single day, confess that, believe it in the deepest part of his soul. And suddenly the circumstances turned and they led him to actually do it. Same with me. I went home that day. I'm a coach. I'm an executive coach. And it felt so stupid. I had zero qualifications, zero networks, zero understanding of what this thing called coaching entails. But I knew that this is what I wanted to do. And look at me now.
Come on now. Clock it. Clock it. Yes, that one.
So it works. Bottom line, it works when you set that intention and you focus on creating. You can literally build the life of your dreams.
We are currently in conversation with Mayo Febi, a global executive coach, mindset facilitator, and the founder of Mayo Febi and Associates. Failure, what we can, for lack of a better word for now, say failure. We set out to do A, B, and C. I don't do A, B, and C. I start to feel like, let me just give up on this whole thing entirely, because today I did not take my 10,000 steps like I planned. So all of a sudden I'm no longer doing it the next day. I'm stopping completely. What do you tell your clients when they deal with a bit of failure, in understanding that it's part of the journey, but pick yourself up again and keep on going?
Self-compassion comes to mind for me. We have to love ourselves the way we would love a friend, and we have to understand that we're human. So in as much as I'm sharing all of these amazing ideas and success stories, it doesn't mean that every single day I get it right. It doesn't mean that anyone in the world gets it right every single day. So having this deep sense of self-compassion really drives you forward, and also understanding that there's always something to learn within your failure if you look close enough. There's always something, but most of the time we say, I didn't do this, it's a waste of time. But hey, you woke up, right?
Yeah.
You woke up, you showed up,
Yeah.
you went to work, and you walked through the building. That counts. That counts for something. I was doing an interview with Nono Cele, amazing sports producer. And I've got a podcast, by the way. That's why I was interviewing. Not that I'm a journalist, just to clarify. So anyway, she was talking about how she's on Team Nono. She says that no matter how bad her days are, she says, well done, Nono. You are amazing. Today didn't go as well as you wanted it to go, but I'm on Team you. I am for you, Nono. So well done. I love you, Nono. But what most of us do in those moments, like you rightfully said, we beat ourselves up. We shame ourselves. We replay things that somebody somewhere told us about how useless we are, how we can't do this thing, the family that's laughing at us because now we're eating boiled steak instead of fried steak, and then we give up. But when you say to yourself, baby girl, well done. And that's a part of emotional intelligence, which is being able to self-soothe. So there's self-regulation, there's self-control, there's self-soothing as a part of emotional intelligence. So you need to be able to say, shh, it's okay, baby girl. It's hard, but you did your best. The same way you would to a baby. When they're freaking out, you just say, shh, mtanam, it's okay. Do that for yourself in your times of failure.
Beautiful.
Yes. That's such great advice. Okay, so right now, at this stage, with the world moving the way it's moving, the fast pace, the confusion, the adulting, all these things that we've got to deal with, why is it important for us to tap in and find people like yourselves, transformation coach, because that word transformation, it in itself sounds like, a big initiation. It sounds very intimidating for a lot of people. Why would I need to come and see somebody like you if I really am serious about pivoting, but I don't really understand what the role of a transformation coach would be in my journey?
I love the picture you've painted around how the world is noisy. There's so much happening. And just to expand on that line of thinking, there's so much information telling us who to be and how to be in so many different ways. You should be wearing this brand, this fragrance, your hair should be like this, you should be talking like this, whatever it is, right? So coaching essentially, and in particular my style of coaching, is helping you on the journey to return to yourself. First and foremost, you have to understand on a macro scale, what is your purpose? Why are you here? Because each of us has very unique gifts, talents, ways of being, perceptions of the world that guide us into what it is that we ought to be doing. And having said that, purpose will then govern how you show up in different spaces. So in as much as there's all of this noise and chaos around you, you will always be assessing, how does this actually fit into who I am? What are my boundaries here? Do I want to be a part of this? Because a lot of the time we just go with the flow. People are going that way, we're heading that way. Oh, this is the latest hairstyle, this is what we're all doing. These are the latest cut jeans, we're all wearing them and living under this constant pressure of trying to be something. So to get away from that, I really encourage people to center themselves. So my style of coaching begins with asking you, regardless of whatever problem you come to me with, I ask you, what is your purpose? What does all of this mean to you? And how can we build out from that so that you can be intentional about your career? Because a lot of us, we center our careers and we decenter ourselves. It's almost like this
so
thing
dangerous
in the middle, right?
Yeah.
We're looking into our lives at this thing called job, and we're here on the outskirts, on the periphery. So we need to be able to center ourselves and be intentional about our jobs from the get-go and how they fit into Mayo. Not how does Mayo fit into coaching, but it's the other way around, because I believe that coaching speaks to all of my strengths in every single way. And I remember speaking about gifts and talents. I think it was you said you have a nice voice. I have a nice voice.
Yes.
So I thought, what am I going to do with this nice voice? I'm going to be a radio presenter.
And I said, I actually used the word powerful.
Oh, thank you.
Which is better, I think.
Thank you for correcting me.
Powerful voice.
I love powerful. So I thought with this voice, I must be having something to do with talking. And the best I could come up with is, radio. And I tried that. That didn't work because something else was aligned for me.
Yes.
And now with the coaching, when I speak to my coachees, when I step on stages, people want to lean into my voice because I understand and I appreciate and I never take for granted that this is one of the things that makes me able to have impact and do things effectively. So coming back to your question, it really is about understanding who you are, your gifts, etc., and leaning into that and not always looking at where we think the grass is greener on the other side.
Or somebody else that we think we want to be like, because that's not going to work long term. Yeah.
And a coach helps you to center yourself in your life and have everything else work around that because it's possible. We don't have to be stuck in careers we hate. I help people pivot careers all of the time. Where people start out as a florist, they want to be a data analyst. Somebody will start out as a doctor, they want to now have a baking business because that's what brings them joy. So we have to be able to lean into that. But doing that on your own, it's not easy. Because your family will say, hey, do you know how much we paid for you to be a doctor? Now you think you can just stop and go and bake bread. Seriously? So we have to be willing to stand on ourselves. And a coach will give you that confidence, that grounding to believe in yourself and do what resonates with your spirit.
You should consider my voiceover and perhaps audiobooks guiding. I think that would be a fantastic place for you to go into. Have you considered voiceovers before?
And you're not the first person to say that. I've thought about it, but I haven't acted on it. Okay. So that's New Year's resolution for me.
We'll park that for now. Oftentimes when we talk about coaches, we are thinking adults. People who are now working, trying to figure their way in life and their path. But talk to us about perhaps coaching for children, young people, so that they have a slightly clearer sight of where they want to go or potentially want to go from a young age, so that when they get to adulthood, it's not as chaotic as for many of us adults who didn't grow up with coaches when we were growing up. Talk to us about young people and getting coaching and perhaps advocating for parents to consider that for their children.
I love that line of thinking because our minds are young, fresh, not deeply entrenched in a particular way, right? So when we're in our teens, example, finishing off university, starting university, getting a coach at that point in our lives, I think it's so critical because it actually speeds up your progress long term. Because you're intentional about your career and you're examining what are the things that bring you joy, what are the gifts, the talents that you have now, and how can they be steered towards a particular career. And there's specific coaches that work on that, career coaches, which is part of the work that I do, right? And also when you about to enter the place of work, that's also a critical point to have a coach, because it's not just hallelujah, amen, I've got the job, I'll work hard, I'll get a promotion in 5 years. It doesn't work like that anymore. We have to be intentional. So by the time we land in a role, we're thinking, what are the politics in this workplace? Who has power in this workplace? How can I align myself with where the power and the privilege sits? How can I plant seeds for myself so that I ensure my career path grows in a certain way? Because a lot of the time we get into a space and we think hard work will get us where we want to. But in this world of social media and people building personal brands, which is something I'm passionate about as well, we have to position ourselves in a very cluttered marketplace in a very intentional way, because now we're no longer just competing with jobs within a geographical area. We're competing with jobs globally. A lot of the work that I get it here. I'm in South Africa, but the work is in the United Kingdom. The work is in Australia. And a key ingredient in that has been my intentionality around personal branding. So if you can build that the moment you enter the workplace, you're really set up for success.
Okay. This is amazing. I feel like you're now my transformation coach. I feel transformed.
Oh,
so thank you for that.
Thank you.
If we are looking to get in touch with you, because also you don't just do work with individuals, you also work with organizations.
Yes.
And a lot of organizations are in the gutter, sorry to say it. They need to fix their workspaces so that people can be more productive. And sometimes, people at the top really don't know. Maybe I do have a small business and want to get to a point where the people that work there are, functional and the business gets to grow. How do we get in touch with you for that sort of workshopping?
So I'm primarily on LinkedIn. I live on LinkedIn. I always see LinkedIn doesn't pay me. I love LinkedIn. Instagram, and also Facebook and TikTok through my podcast called Self-Centered. It's a very nourishing podcast. It's centered, podcast. And I'll also be launching a book later this year, something I'm really, really excited about.
We got to talk about that later. We have to have you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that. So it's called Coach in Your Pocket, and it's essentially unpacking a lot of the stuff we on here. But because coaching can be a challenge to access from a financial perspective or even from a knowledge perspective, it's not something within your radar. You can pick up this book and really tap into what it is that coaching can do. But first and foremost, LinkedIn and also my website, mayofebi.com.
All right, Mayo, this has been so invaluable. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon and for helping us reset our minds, reset our attitudes for the year that lies ahead. And all the best with your company, and we hope that you can change even more lives during the year 2026.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
The voice of Mayo Febi, a global executive coach, mindset facilitator, and founder of Mayo Febi and Associates. It's 2 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the latest news.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Looking at your top stories, Nigerian court grants bail to former Justice Minister and talks on European countries' plan to respond to any U.S. threat on Greenland. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. A Nigerian court has granted bail to the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, who had been held for a month on money laundering and abuse of office charges, and adjourned his trial to the 17th of February. Malami, who served as the country's top law officer under former President Muhammadu Buhari, was arrested by Nigeria's anti-graft agency in December and charged with 16 counts of money laundering. Prosecutors say Malami siphoned public funds between 2015 and 2023 and laundered the cash through associates, including his son and wife, Hajia Asabi Bashir, and property deals. The same terms of release have been applied to his son and wife. The military government of Burkina Faso says it has foiled a plot to kill President Ibrahim Traore and destabilize the country. There have been multiple coup attempts against Captain Traore, with the government accusing Ivory Coast of involvement. The BBC's Chris Owoko.
In a late-night broadcast, the Security Minister, Mahamadou Tsana, disclosed a leaked military-style video showing soldiers who he said were preparing to assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traore. Mr. Sana alleged that the conspiracy was orchestrated by former leader Paul Henry Damiba, who was overthrown by Traore in 2022. He accused Damiba of mobilizing supporters after securing foreign funding delivered through Ivory Coast. Neither Damiba nor Ivory Coast have commented on the allegations.
The ad hoc committee in South Africa, established to investigate allegations of criminal infiltration, corruption and political interference in the justice system, has completed its summary report dealing with public submissions. The allegations were made by the KwaZulu-Natal Province Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi during a media briefing last year. The committee says the report contains views of the public about these allegations. The chairperson of the committee is Soviet Lekhuleni.
Ms. Nicolette van Zyl presented a report, an executive summary of the public submissions, which had recommendations on what the approach of the committee should be with regard to those public submissions. Other than that, she made the whole report available, and we agreed that because the report was voluminous, members will have time during the festive to read the report at their own time and at their own pace. When we were preparing for this meeting, I requested her to come and present the recommendations.
China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi has begun his annual New Year tour of Africa today, focusing on strategic trade access across Eastern and Southern Africa as Beijing seeks to secure key shipping routes and resource supply lines. Wang Yi will travel to Ethiopia, which is Africa's fastest growing large economy, Somalia, a Horn of Africa state offering access to key global shipping lanes, Tanzania, a logistics hub linking mineral-rich Central Africa to the Indian Ocean, and Lesotho, a small Southern African economy squeezed by U.S. trade measures. On this year's trip, which runs until the 12th of January. The Chinese ministry says the trip would strengthen exchange and mutual understanding between the two great civilization of China and Africa. France says it is working with other European countries on a plan to respond to any U.S. threat to Greenland. The Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot is due to meet his German and Polish counterparts later today. The White House said yesterday that President Donald Trump had been discussing options, including military force to acquire Greenland, which he says is vital to U.S. security. The BBC's Katia Edler.
Many have seen Europe's response to Donald Trump as extremely weak. Why? Because of that security issue. Because EU countries are so worried about losing America altogether. They do still heavily rely on Washington for capabilities, for example, command and control for intelligence, and Washington knows this full well.
Now, recapping on your top stories, the Nigerian court has granted bail to the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, who had been held for a month on money laundering and abuse of office charges, and adjourned his trial to the 17th of February. Channel Africa News, I'm Onele Tsinsi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. We are on Open View's audio bouquet. Channel 628. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
Seven minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. Good afternoon and welcome to the second hour of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African Perspective, with Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Coming to you live from the Auckland Park Studios in Johannesburg, South Africa. Join us on our social media platforms where we are streaming live at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. And do yourself a favor, make your life more simple by downloading our brand new Channel Africa app so you can take us with you wherever you go on your Android or your iOS device. Hey, coming up in this hour of The Upside, we'll listen to some music. We've got the DJ mix coming up. There is music in the air. Mmatsheko Mosito.
Oh, wait, Nana. Voice artist of music. Voice artist of music.
Voice artist of... Isn't that a singer?
No,
voice artist of
you
music.
are a voice artist of music.
Is it not a singer though?
No, there's singers, and then there's voice artist of music, which is you. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm so excited that we've got more music than ever before because it is the festive season. So listen, enjoy it while it lasts, okay? Before we go back to normal, enjoy the festive season edition of The Upside.
It's you, me, us. Girl, it's you, me, us. I'm in the mood, baby, I'm in the mood. I got nothing to lose, I got nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me from loving you. Nothing can stop me, cause I don't fall for you. It's you, me, us. Say, girl, it's you, me, and us. Yeah, yeah. Zami sithandwa sama nginasikhathi nakho manginawe ngijabula sithandwa ngizohlala ngenza iplan hleze ngibuza bomalume ukuthi umuntu ofana nawe uthandwa njani bathi angithumela inkomo ngifisa ngathi ngakunike sakhe isibaya welele mameshanewe ndombenhle
10 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time, Sway V featuring Young Stunner, the name of the song is Us. And we are going to be with you all the way to 5 p.m. Central African Time. This is The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective. Don't miss out on our broadcast as we are live on social media platforms, at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok.
Você é fluente em português? É apaixonado por rádio e quer trabalhar na África do Sul? Você tem documentos que o qualificam para trabalhar na África do Sul? Nesse caso, podemos ter uma oportunidade para você trabalhar no Canal África. Envie seu currículo e demonstração para Canal África @newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Lembre-se, se você não receber alguma resposta nossa em 14 dias, isso significa que você não foi selecionado. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Darubini ya Afrika na I am Henry Shakif.
Tumeona chapisho mapema hii leo ya kwamba Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje ya nchini Marekani imesema inapitia upya uhusiano wake na nchi ya Tanzania. Pengine taarifa hii imepokelewaje na wananchi wa Tanzania?
Cha kwanza tumeiona taarifa ambayo imetoka hii leo. Sisi kwetu taarifa hii haikutushangaza wala haikutushtua kwa sababu tulishaona taarifa kama hiyo imetoka kwenye ubalozi wa Marekani nchini Tanzania, ikiwa imetolewa na bwana Tom Pigot.
Umezungumza kwa kina kabisa. Haya ni malalamiko ambayo yamekuwa yakijitokeza mara kwa mara. Unadhani sasa wana hoja ya msingi?
Unauliza maswali mazuri sana na maswali ya tafakari. Maswali ambayo hayawezi kujibiwa kwa dakika moja au kwa siku moja. Ni maswali yanayohitaji utafiti, yanayohitaji kusoma.
Darubini ya Afrika kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa kuanzia saa 11 kamili hadi saa 12 kamili jioni majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa.
Wajabulu sulu wena mamumuhle nase su wagogo napomku yena zomthatha ngempela wagogo napomku yena zomthatha ngempela tata ngempela.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the upside.
Yeah, alright into me, oh, na na na. Yeah, alright into me,
Black jersey on the beat.
Baby, me tired for this your matter. It don't they give me headache, oh. It be like say we go take a break, oh. Enough of your promises. You say you gon' make it up to me, but you keep getting worse, worse. When was the last time you carried me go cinema to see a movie? You don't take this thing like play, And when last you tell me to bend over, make you jam the thing enter, I guess you're giving it to someone else. If you don't give me quality attention, attention. attention. If you don't give me quality attention, I might get it from somebody else. Somebody else. I might get it from somebody else. If you don't give me quality attention, if you don't give me quality attention, I might get it from somebody else. Somebody else. I might get it from somebody else. Consumi, alright, consumi, consumi, alright, consumi, consumi, alright, consumi, consumi, alright, consumi. Before now you they do the caring, calling, texting, chatting. Now me they do the things that you used to do. We no longer do the hold on, pick two, last guy, check up. Baby, I done discuss games we used to play. Something is missing, something is missing, and I can't seem to find it. No, 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 no. Something is missing. Something is missing, and you better fix it before you make a sister change. If you don't give me quality attention, attention. If you don't give me quality attention, I might get it from somebody else. Somebody else. I might get it from somebody else. If you don't give me quality attention, quality attention. If you don't give me quality attention, I might get it from somebody else. Somebody else. I might get it from somebody else. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no. Black jersey. Tiwa Savage.
20 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. Tiwa Savage coming through there with Attention. And before that, we had Guwe, Nkosazana Daughter featuring Master KG. Almost said Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. I was like, no, she's not a singer, that one.
Absolutely not.
Wrong one. 20 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. Let's take a quick breather. When we get back, some more music coming your way before we hit our DJ mix.
Es-tu préoccupé par quelque chose? Es-tu passionné par les questions qui comptent? As-tu une voix qui mérite d'être entendue? Eh bien, nous avons la plateforme parfaite pour toi. Téléphone-nous ou fais-nous un WhatsApp au +27 66 408 87 42 et nous te rappellerons. Sois dans la conversation.
Salut Channel Africa, ici Beno le diamant rouge et Bina l'export depuis le Cameroun, le pays des lions. Voilà.
Sois dans la conversation. Il ne s'agit pas seulement de parler, mais c'est ta chance d'exprimer ton point de vue, de partager tes opinions et de t'engager avec une communauté qui valorise ton avis. Suivez-nous sur les réseaux sociaux, visitez notre site www.channelafrica.co.za et préparez-vous à partager vos points de vue sur Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Across Africa, communities rise with the promise of clean water and clean sanitation. The African Union's 2026 theme calls us to action.
It's about mobilizing real commitments, securing climate-resilient water and sanitation projects, and ensuring that water becomes a driver of sustainable development and prosperity across the continent.
A landmark moment, not only for Africa, but for the global movement for access to safe water for all.
Assuring sustainable water availability for every home, every village, every nation. This is the Africa we want.
Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Broadcasting in 5 different languages, connecting the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Mr. Flea. Adeshi, Adeshi, go and tell them. Adeshi.
Papi chulo, Adeshi, stand like a tuso, Adeshi. Yeah, me now pounds and dollar, yeah. Yeah, me want a big $1, yeah. Make you go ask Dr. Dollar, yeah. My people want the rabbi, yeah. What shall they profit, man? If the rabba no day, and the timbalaba no day, and you cannot do okay, do. Timaya come neko, no time for cho, no time for meow. If you know day, you know day. If you didn't day, you didn't day. Baby send account number, no time for cho. Adeshi, go and tell them, Adeshi, Papi chulo, Adeshi, stand like a tuso, Adeshi.
Everywhere marama, all my girls milli. Oshie kwanya wari agota. You dey play, you dey show. If we show, you gon' know. Everywhere sarambara. Oshie kwanya wari agota. Odeshi, papi chulo ni jade. Everywhere Joe, ukwachiri na five from Bura Cafe. Odeshi, ufefenefe. Copy a karianu.
Go and tell them, it's time to take off. About the question, them girls don't shake it. Oh, what about you? All I want be a see what you. Tipping them on their necks. I just flew, but I know myself. Trouble go there. Finally, I'm on top. Trouble go there. Pounds and dollar, yeah. Yeah, me want a big $1, yeah. Make you go ask Dr. Dollar, yeah. My people want the rabbi, yeah. What shall they profit, man? If the rabba no day, and the timbalaba no day, and you cannot do okay.
Yoko. Tibaya flavor, yeah. What does she for we side? Yoko. Tibaya flavor, yeah. What does she for we side?
The Upside, live and real.
Roach Beats.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the Upside.
Early mama on your phone, I they call, baby. 247, they be you, I they want, baby. While I know yawa for you, baby. Chai pack well and balance well for me. Yeah. Baby, oh baby. Baby, oh baby. Baby. Yeah. Oh baby. Baby, oh baby. Chai back well and balance well for me.
I want you to pull me closer, baby. Oh, miss you, I can't lie. We don't build love where distance no fit corrupt. No yawa, oh, baby, tell me no yawa, oh. Back well and balance well for me.
Yeah, I know say things no balance, but you don't try for me. Yeah, and I go give you joy, cause I know strong man go there for me.
Yeah, good for you. Don't go give you story. Who wanna give you story now? So back well and balance well for me.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Baby. Oh baby. Baby. Yeah. Oh baby. Baby, oh baby.
Child, back well and balance well for me.
28 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. Baby! I see that Tiwa Savage is on that one. Burna Boy and Davido. And before that, we had Odeshi by Timaya featuring Flavor Young Alpha. It's the Wednesday edition of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective. We're still in our festive programming. We're broadcasting from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central African Time. And you can join us live on our social media platforms where we are streaming at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. So you can see our lovely studio and our amazing guests. Mmatsheko Mosito.
Yes, Papi.
Hey.
What's going on?
Instagram, you know Instagram?
Insta.
You know Instagram, right?
Yes.
There's now an Instagram for TV that has been launched.
What does that mean? I need you to speak English.
It means you can now watch Instagram. You can now have it on your television. So instead of on your phone, you can now have it on your television. You can now watch the reels, go through things, use your remote like a normal TV. But now your Instagram feed is now
Insta TV.
Insta TV.
As we really are we're getting ourselves into trouble. We're going to turn into robots if we're not careful.
That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly.
We literally are going to walk around. We're going to be zombies. We're going to have no empathy. We're going to have no feelings. We're just going to be walking around being these angry people with no soul.
No, because tell me, why do we need an Instagram for TV? We don't need.
Why?
We have it on the phone. It's fine. But I guess there's some people who watch it on TV, a bigger screen.
So you want to watch
strange.
these gym bunnies on television now?
On screen.
That's very interesting.
Absolutely. And all the AI that comes with it. Oof. 30 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. Let's get the latest sports. Musibudi Makura is standing by.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you so much, Tebogo. Very good afternoon from the Sports Day. So Dr. Khumalo, who is a South African football legend, says the team's performances at this year's Africa Cup of Nations tournament were not a true reflection of what Bafana Bafana are capable of. Khumalo, who is in Rabat, Morocco as a CAF ambassador, watched Bafana Bafana's 2-1 loss to Cameroon as they exited the tournament on Sunday. Now, the 1996 AFCON winning former midfielder says the Bafana Bafana team that played in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers was more convincing than the one in Morocco.
The edition in Ivory Coast is not the same as here in Morocco. In Ivory Coast, we're dominated by Sundowns players, 80% of them. Whereas here it's only Pirates and Sundowns. So it was not the same. And the fluidity of the game compared to that one is not the same. Hence, I was saying that when we played the AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers, we were a monster. We were unstoppable, but that changed.
Now, compared to the team that qualified for the World Cup, Khumalo noted the difference and also believes something was lacking in this tournament as the AFCON team was not fluid as before.
But now I'm looking at the players when we played our opening match against Angola. You know, when we score a goal, we tend to relax and we think, no, we've wrapped it up. But that was not the case because we allow opponents to equalize and get back, and then they put us under pressure. But mostly, to answer your question, we had to dig deep to fight back because we never used to fight back. We used to beat teams convincingly. I think that was the spirit that was missing.
Onto this now, Brazil forward Neymar has extended his contract with Santos until the end of the 2026 season as he now seeks to earn a World Cup call-up. The 33-year-old who returned to his boyhood club in January of 2025 has not represented the five-time World Cup winners Brazil since 2023 amid his struggles with injuries. The former Barcelona as well as Paris Saint-Germain forward played through pain to help Santos avoid relegation from Brazil's top-flight season, scoring 5 times in his last 5 matches. He then had surgery on his left knee to repair a damaged meniscus to boost his hopes of being included in Brazil coach Carlo Ancelotti's plans for the World Cup. Ancelotti said in October last year that Neymar, Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer with 79 goals, must be fully fit to earn a recall. Neymar spent 12 months out after he ruptured his ACL in October of 2023. He was due to make his return to the national team just last year after a 17-month break absence, but was then forced to withdraw from the squad with a muscle injury. All right, so that concludes your sports news this hour. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, remember to send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or give us a call. The newsroom line is +27 11714 4459. I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628. No fairy tales, just the facts and the music you love on Channel Africa.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, KK. Yeah, yeah, KK. Joker. Yeah, 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 KK. It's not my time to leave, but they want me to die. They don't want me alive, yeah, they want me to go. Trying to survive through the evil lies. They don't wanna leave me alone. Trying to get me to believe I don't deserve my life. I used to be shocked, but these days I don't. It's been a couple years, so I don't be surprised. I'm not a baby anymore. Whole lot of superstitions about the guy. Said I'm working with the devil and I've been doing a whole lot of sacrifices and things on my shoulders. But I say nah, that was heaven knows. Yes, easy on the Zaza, we need you alive. Let's keep it going, yeah, we praying for you. You a superstar, now don't be on the road. Now so me I'm hard, do my best and I'm gone. January 9, 2002. They born a little man with too much on my shoulders. I'm not complaining, there's a lot on my shoulders. But I tell you I'm alright. January 9, 2002. They born a little man with too much on my shoulders. I'm not complaining, there's a lot on my shoulders. But I tell you I'm alright. Everything is under control. Oh, I tell you I'm alright. If I tell you I'm alright, you should know that I'm alright. Everything is under control. Oh, I tell you I'm alright. If I tell you I'm alright, you should know that I'm alright. La 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 la. Singing don't worry about KK. Cause I be on my tempo. Can't ever complain. They say don't worry about KK. Well, it's not nice. Let me see my get it. Heaven knows I've tried. And I've been doing just fine. Pain in my heart, but I'm doing just fine. And yeah, I stay trying. Oh boy, I stay wild. On to my last breath. Tell me nice way. Souls on my feet on the floor. Till it don't be passion. January 9, 2002. They born a little man with too much on my shoulders. I'm not complaining, there's a lot on my shoulders. But I tell you I'm alright. January 9, 2002. They born a little man with too much on my shoulders. I'm not complaining, there's a lot on my shoulders. But I tell you I'm alright. Everything is under control. Oh, I tell you I'm alright. If I tell you I'm alright, you should know that I'm alright. Everything is under control. Oh, I tell you I'm alright. If I tell you I'm alright, you should know that I'm alright.
Fast becoming one of my favorite jams. Black Sherif, January 9th. Oh, when is January 9th, by the way? Oh, it's on Friday.
You should play that again. Would you say? Playlist there.
Playlist for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We kickstart the upside on Friday with January the 9th by Black Sharif. How is your Wednesday going so far? It's the 7th day of January, 7th day of 2026. Earlier this week, we were asking if your plans are still in place, especially after this conversation that we just had with Umayo about setting resolutions and sticking to them. How's it going so far? You said you were going to go to the gym in the year 2026. You're going to be consistent. You said you're going to eat cleaner. You're going to read more. You're going to check in on your family and friends. Are you doing that? Are you doing that? Let us know on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Here's something that I let go of from last year. I realized this. When was it? Yesterday. I was in an Uber. I'm not the biggest fan of silence, right? If I
really?
I'm not. No. As in, like, when I'm in a room with people, as in, like, when there are people around, I can't stand silence. I'm like,
you want to chat to them?
Let's talk. It's awkward, man. It's awkward. So I want to say something. I want to ask you, how are you doing? I want to say something. Yesterday, I realized that, no, I'm over that. I don't mind the silence.
Yeah, because that's anxiety.
And the guy, he struggled with finding the right station and playing audio in his car. So it was quiet. And then for the first time, I was like, I don't mind. I'm just going to sit here quietly, be in my own world. I'm okay. Usually, you will be like, let me ask you, how are you doing? How long have you been driving Uber? What were you doing before? Hey, I stopped. Something clicked.
Oh, you have come of age, my son. No. I'm so proud of you.
Listen, there will be moments. There will be moments where I'll be moved to maybe ask the person, because sometimes people go through stuff and they just want to vent and they just want to release, and there'll be a moment. But yesterday I didn't feel it. I was like, I'm okay. I'm content with just being quiet, and I realized that I've come a long way.
Growth is a good thing, Chief.
Thank you very much. It's 40 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose. Reach audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Gender-based violence is destroying lives and tearing communities apart. It happens in homes, in schools, at workplaces, and too often in silence. But it doesn't have to continue. If you see it, speak out. If you are hurting, reach out. Because doing nothing is not an option. Listen to all 19 SABC radio stations from Wednesday, 23rd of July for Hard Talk, discussions, advice, dramas, educational shows, and interviews around GPV with experts, survivors, lawmakers, and the whole country affected by gender-based violence. For all your favorite SABC radio stations, call 0800 428 428 to report abuse or get help. GPV, it ends with you. This message is brought to you by the SABC. Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
42 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. It's time for us to get into our mix, our first mix for the day. Back like they never left, South African duo Prince Zungu, also known as DJ Varvar, and Nkosimpile Mazibuko, also known as DJ Kasmamba. Hey, is that Kasmamba or Kasmamba? Hey. Popularly known as Ziasha Movement. Their journey started in 2012, and they were cooped up indoors during the pandemic that polished and allowed them to polish their skills of producing with the focus on Afro-tech, deep tech, and deep house. The duo has shared the stage with big names in the industry such as DJ Shimza, DJ Tira, Angelic, DJ Maporisa, and many, many more. Ladies and gentlemen, Ziasha Movement. Enjoy.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the upside.
iyaphela injabulo kimi wona uyahla umoya wami mangicabanga ngawe
Oh man, what a mix. Ziasha movement. Ziasha movement. We have another mix coming up later on the upside, I think in the fourth hour, the final hour of the show. Don't miss out on that. It's gone 3 p.m. Central African time. Before we get into this hour's festivities, let's get the latest news.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Looking at your top stories. Nigerian court grants bail to former Justice Minister, and Saudi-led coalition carries out airstrikes in southern Yemen. The latest news. Greetings to our listeners. A Nigerian court has granted bail to former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, who had been held for a month on money laundering and abuse of office charges, and adjourned his trial to the 17th of February. Malami served as the country's top law officer under the former President Muhammadu Buhari, was arrested by Nigeria's anti-graft agency in December and charged with 16 counts of money laundering. Prosecutors say Malami siphoned public funds between 2015 and 2023 and laundered the cash through associates, including his son and wife, Hajia Hasabe Pashi, and property deals. The same terms of release have been applied to his son and wife. The newly re-elected president of the Central African Republic, Faustin Archange Touadera, has invited Russian President Vladimir Putin to visit his country. Moscow has become a key ally of Touadera in recent years, with CAR in 2018 becoming the first West and Central African nation to bring in Russia's Wagner mercenaries as the country sought to fend off several rebel groups. Touadera, in power since 2016, won a third term in office. Provisional results showed this week, securing an outright majority in the presidential election that was held on December 28. The military government of Burkina Faso says it has foiled a plot to kill President Ibrahim Traoré and destabilize the country. There have been multiple coup attempts against Captain Traoré, with the government accusing Ivory Coast involvement. The BBC's Chris Ewoko.
In a late-night broadcast, the Security Minister, Mahamadou Tsana, disclosed a leaked military-style video showing soldiers who he said were preparing to assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Mr. Tsana alleged that the conspiracy was orchestrated by former leader Paul Henry Damiba, who was overthrown by Traoré in 2022. He accused Damiba of mobilizing supporters after securing foreign funding delivered through Ivory Coast. Neither Damiba nor Ivory Coast have commented on the allegations.
The South African Parliament's ad hoc committee has resumed its work after adjourning for the holidays. It was established to investigate the allegations that the KwaZulu-Natal Province Police Commissioner, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, made in July last year. They relate to criminal infiltration, corruption and political interference in the justice system of the country. The last witness to appear before the committee was the alleged criminal cartel kingpin Vusimuzi Matlala at the Khosi Correctional Services Center in Pretoria. The committee has been given an extension which will end next month. Evidence leader Advocate Norman Arensa.
Chair, our new member is Bongiwe Mkhize. She is a member of the Johannesburg Bar, and she has been brought in to replace Larato Sikalala, who unfortunately had to leave us at the end of November after the Matlala hearings at Khosi Mapuru.
And lastly, a Saudi-led coalition has carried out airstrikes in southern Yemen, where the internationally recognized government has accused the separatist leader of treason. Health officials say at least 4 people have been killed in the attacks. There's uncertainty over the whereabouts of Aidaras al-Zubaydi, who leads Yemen's Southern Transactional Council, which is fighting the government. The BBC's Sebastian Asher.
The past few weeks have seen southern Yemen moving to the brink of a new conflict, pitting proxies of 2 regional powers, Saudi Arabia and the UAE, against each other. In recent days, forces loyal to the internationally recognised government have largely retaken control of 2 provinces that have been taken over by the separatist STC. That operation appeared to go more smoothly than had been feared. In order to further defuse tensions, the leader of the STC, Aidarus al-Zubaydi, had been due to fly to Riyadh for talks, but he didn't board the plane. The Saudi-led coalition says he's fled to an unknown destination. The STC says he's in Aden, overseeing security operations.
Recapping on your top stories, the Nigerian court has granted bail to the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, who had been held for a month on money laundering and abuse of office charges, and adjourned his trial to the 17th of February. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us at +27 11714 4459. Channel Africa News. I'm Onele Ntsintsi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. We are on OpenView's audio bouquet. Channel 628. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
Yes, 6 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 3rd hour of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African Perspective, with Tebogo, Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Streaming live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. In this hour, Mmatsheko Mosito, we are recapping on some of our favorite conversations that we had in the year 2025.
Indeed we are. Conversation that is the gift of 2025, and we're reflecting back on some of our greatest, how we opened gateways into the African continent through conversation. Well, stick around to find out what conversation will be coming through as we throw it back to the year 2025.
No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
Loving you is primary, only you know plan B. say make I watch you my sugar level. Your body turn me into rebel. Something must carry man go heaven. Dopamine, you take over my body, oh. Butterfly inside my tummy, oh. Oh, hello, come me, my tummy, sweetie, please. Don't hurt my feelings, baby. Isabella, give me fire, Bella. Sweet Angeli, oh my baby. If I never see you, you my lady, Obi mo, my baby, carry me go, Obi mo, Malaya waka, Obi mo, Obo say my baby, Obi mo, everything for my baby, Obi mo, If I never see you, you my lady, Isabella, give me fire, Bella.
10 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. The name of that song, Obimo by Adekunle Gold. All right, we're going to take a quick breather. When we get back, we reflect on some of our favorite conversations that we had in the year 2025. Today, we'll be looking back at some building projects that are happening in Saudi Arabia. Don't go anywhere.
Conversations are happening, and Channel Africa is at the heart of them. We tell the African story with clarity, pride, and purpose, reaching audiences that matter to your brand. Partner with us and connect your business with listeners across borders in multiple languages and markets. For partnership opportunities, sponsorship, or sales, email us at partnership@channelafrica.co.za. Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Africa, voici Abedi.
Oui, c'est moi.
Abedi est un passionné de musique dans l'âme. Il a un goût pour toutes sortes de musique et passe ses journées à écouter Channel Africa.
J'aime beaucoup la musique africaine.
Ok. Devinez quoi? Channel Africa veut aider Abedi et les mélomanes du monde entier à découvrir encore plus de musique incroyable. C'est pourquoi Channel Africa appelle les artistes africains à soumettre leur musique. Chers artistes, n'oubliez pas de nous fournir toutes vos informations pertinentes à l'email adresse musique@channelafrica.co.za. Les soumissions sont votre chance d'être entendues, mais elles ne garantissent pas une playlist. Toutes les soumissions seront soigneusement examinées pour voir si elles répondent aux exigences de notre station. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Africa at Play with Neto and ETO Chairman.
Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Bafana's opening match is against the Portuguese-speaking nation Angola on the 22nd. What can we expect from Hugo Bros and his charges?
When we went to the previous tournament, we sort of had the underdog tag as a country, and we were a little bit humble. Expectations were not as high as they are now at the moment, so I just felt that players were in a good space psychologically. I just feel that Bafana will still be tournament favorites, but coach Hugo Bros has a lot of work psychologically to make sure that players remain focused, humble, and players are playing without any pressure, because when South African players are very creative, then we know that the outcomes are very good. But when they are under pressure, we know that sometimes the outcomes can be what we don't want to experience.
Coach Tabosono.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time. Channel Africa, your voice, your sound, and your home. Stay logged right here.
Now, the world's travel leaders have touched down in Raida in Saudi Arabia for the first ever Tour Rise Summit, a bold new platform reshaping how we travel, connect, and collaborate. With nearly 8,000 delegates, 140 speakers, and the backing of His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, this is where the future of global tourism is being written. South Africa's Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, is among the voices calling for stronger global air links And joining us now with the inside view from Ryder is Paul Charles, CEO of the PC Agency and one of the world's most respected travel strategists. Paul, thank you so much for your time. Welcome to The Upside. For those hearing about the Tour Rise Summit for the very first time, do you mind unpacking why it is so important that these global travel leaders are coming together this week in Ryder?
Tourize is quite unique. It's the first time it's been held here in Riyadh. It's the idea and the brainchild of the Saudi Arabia government and the tourism minister in particular, His Excellency Al Khatib. And it's bringing together some of the biggest and brightest names from around the world and travel brands as well, bringing together chief executives, whether from Africa, Europe, Asia, or America, to discuss how to improve travel, how to make travel much more palatable for consumers, to make sure that travel is seen as seamless around the world. And of course, to discuss technology, AI, and digital. So all of these things are being talked about in the very, very impressive environment here in Riyadh.
Paul, there's quite a lot of talk of redefining the future of tourism. Now, in simple terms, what's the big shift happening right now in Riyadh when it comes to this conversation about the future of tourism? How does that look like practically?
I think tourism is changing dramatically. Essentially, what's happened is the world has come out of the pandemic and COVID, and many more people have a desire to travel. Many people were effectively locked up during the COVID period. They were kept at home or they couldn't travel very much to see friends and family. Yeah. And so we've come out of that period with a desire to see the world, to explore, and indeed to have more experiences, often luxury experiences. And those experiences are defining how we travel and where we travel to. So, for example, more people want to have a private experience flying, or they want to have a private experience where they're actually visiting friends and family, but very much they want to do something very different and perhaps pay a little more for it, instead of course, of doing their usual thing, which in the past would have been buying clothes or spending money on things that perhaps they didn't really need. They're prioritizing travel now for their own experience so they can enjoy it and have many memories.
One of the key conversations that will be highlighted and is being highlighted is bridging the skies, unlocking global connectivity. When we're talking about global connectivity as a theme, how far behind is Africa, Paul, in terms of open skies and better flight access?
It's a really good question. I think Africa has a lot more to do, but it has the opportunity sitting on its doorstep. With some parts of the world, we're seeing much more seamless travel.
Yeah.
Travel without too many borders, travel with more and easier digital access. For example, going through an airport using iris scanners to check your eyes when you're flying, so you don't need to show your passport. And so Africa can learn from what's going on around the world in terms of opening up. Yes, you're right, giving greater air access, having a single African sky so that air traffic control is easier and leading to fewer delays and air delays. But crucially, it's about digitalization. It's about making sure that when we travel, especially by air or across a border, that it's as easy as possible and as efficient and seamless as possible. And that's where Africa, which has so many great ideas and opportunities, can really deliver if it focused on that.
Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can get it on The Upside.
Today is a celebration. In this final hour of the show, we really are going to be celebrating an amazing actress, but also how the space of acting has also opened other pathways for exploration, for conversations around beauty. You know, as a public figure, I think that's so important, to be just a shining example. Listen, whether she likes it or not, okay, she's gorgeous, and there are other young black women that are looking up to the work that she does. Her name is Amakamata. She is a South African television superstar, a film star. Think of shows like Blood and Water on Netflix. Think about a very popular on South African television, a very popular series, I beg your pardon, on South African television, Gomorrah. And and I know you know exactly who I'm talking about now. But she's fresh off a plane from Paris because she was also strutting her ways through the runways for the L'Oreal annual fashion show, and she literally looks like she just woke up like this. I woke up like this. I woke up like this. Hello, Amma.
Hi. Oh my gosh, what a stunning introduction.
You are deserving. You are so deserving.
Thank you so much.
So wonderful to meet you in person. We've always ever seen you on television, not as Amma, but as other people,
someone else
playing characters.
Yeah.
Because that is your job, to not play Amma, but to play characters.
To be someone different, to channel different energies.
Thank you. That are feminine, that are representative of young women. How are you doing? So wonderful to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so good. I feel there's just such a good energy and like feel in this room, and I think I'm picking up on that. But other than anything, I'm really excited. Really tired from Paris.
Yes.
That was really just an insane experience. But I feel good.
Wow, congratulations. We're going to talk about the L'Oreal partnership.
Yes.
And I think also just the conversation around, Black beauty and how we find ourselves in these wonderful global platforms where we can really shape a different narrative about what it means to use the products, but also what it means to have a beautiful Black woman as the face and representing the brand, as it were. But let's talk about your career. I mean, getting into acting is not an easy thing, I think, for women especially. Talk to us about how you got to make it at this level and what it takes, to get here. Because sometimes it seems like an overnight success, but that takes a good, 10 years to build?
Yeah, they do say an overnight success is usually a 10-year in making.
Yes.
My career, well, in terms of acting, I started acting at a really young age, mostly participating in like school productions. My first thing that I did was Snow White when I was 9 years old, and it was quite controversial at the time because obviously I was like this little Black girl playing Snow White, and like the kids were like, oh, so what are we gonna name her, like Snow Black? But they were just sour that they didn't get the role, so I understood the shade. But luckily I just had a drama teacher who really believed in me and who saw something in me that he just wanted to nurture. Shout out to you, Mr. Simpson. And even at a young age, I remember we did the production, and for the award evening, you get like the prize giving and whatever.
Right.
I was expecting to get Best Actress. I don't know, guys. I've just always had this thing where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to get the Best Actress. It's whatever. And I didn't. So he was calling out the names and I didn't get Best Actress. And I was like, oh, awkward. But then he like wrapped up all the awards. And then he said, this last award I've actually created for this young girl. And she did so amazing on this project, and I really believe that she's going to go on and do amazing things. He even said, I wouldn't be surprised if she wins an Oscar one day, but I want to be the first person to honor her. And the whole room just went, Ama, Ama, Ama. And literally at 9 years old, I was like, okay, cool, I know what I want to do. I think he took it from just being a thing that I enjoyed and a way of expressing myself at that age to actually seeing that this could be a career and something that I should seriously consider. And I think that moment also made my parents take me a bit more serious as well.
Right, because it is a career.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, and I don't blame the parents
because they don't see it. They just like...
Yeah, they're from a different generation.
Yeah.
So they just see this as a remedial activity for autistic children.
Exactly.
Not as something that can really change the world.
Yes.
Which is what you have been a fine example for. Ama Kamata joins me in studio, and we're having a conversation about acting, about the spaces that Black women like herself are occupying. We're also celebrating the fact that she has joined officially, might I add, joined the world's most recognizable beauty brands as one of the new faces, L'Oréal Paris. We're going to talk about that after the break.
Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. This is The Upside for the best African vibes, groundbreaking content.
21 minutes past 3 p.m. I beg your pardon. Thank you very much for staying with us on Channel Africa. We are live on satellite across the African region, Channel PAS10. Otherwise, Southern Africa, catch us on the DSTV audio bouquet. If you want to listen to us there, we're on Channel 802. In studio with South African television and film star Amakamata, we are celebrating her beauty. We are celebrating the fact that she has joined L'Oréal Paris for the Sub-Saharan Africa wing as the face of the brand. She's an actress. Think Blood and Water, think Gomorrah. If you're a South African, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? She was, what was your character's name? Buhle.
Yes.
On the show. And it was
She
just
was fun.
She was fun and she was moody. She was like a girl.
No, she was literally a little like brat, but I love that. I was like, please give me that.
Very relatable.
You know?
In many ways. Let's talk about, just your acting career.
Yeah.
And how it's, because I always wanted to say this to you. I admire how you, and I don't think it's an act. I don't think it's a performance. I think that's just who you are. That you've come into the space with so much integrity and you're an actress and you are staying out of the controversies of this business, because it's so easy to get sucked in when you want to stay relevant, when you want to be seen, to do all sorts of things. Talk to us about how you've been able to kind of stay centered, stay, I'm an actress and this is what I do. Thank you very much, full stop.
I think it's just knowing what you want. I think in anything, right, when you approach anything in life, I feel like it's just knowing what you want and having a plan for your life. So when everything happened, when everything unfolded, I kind of had already known that this is what I want to do and this is the kind of career that I want to have.
Right.
And I think what that has allowed me to do then is really discern and be able to make decisions on what shouldn't be happening. Like, I probably shouldn't do this because then I won't get this. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think it is a lot of pressure, especially with social media, with Twitter, with trends, to feel like, am I current, am I keeping up? But I feel like what I found and what is so beautiful also with like the partnership with L'Oréal is authenticity. I think just being yourself and trusting that the people that you're meant to work with will find you. It's like I didn't have to go outside of myself. I didn't have to perform. I didn't have to be anything other than Amma for people like L'Oréal to find me, to say, we want to align ourselves with you. And this is a global brand, by the way.
Yes.
So I think it's just knowing who you are and just being in alignment with that, honestly. Sticking to the plan.
Oh, man. What fun conversations we had last year, 2025. Amazing guests. And if you'd like to revisit some of our conversations, simply go to www.channelafrica.co.za or alternatively, download our brand new Channel Africa app so you can take us with you wherever you go on your Android or your iOS device and revisit some of our favorite conversations. It's 27 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time.
She not feel live without social media. Stalking me with a Finsta, yeah. And she dey try make me a mister. Anybody got time for that, As you can see, you need plan B. Pregnancy is not for me. Tread carefully, rationally. No try put me for trouble, girl. She asking, boy, what are we? We better be what we have been. No stress me, no fast forward me. She want to call me with a dream bull tete. And I dey ball like JJ. I dey play home and away. And I dey give them gege, gege, tete. Me with the dribble JJ. And I dey bring my gege. Cause I dey give them gege, gege. She want to dance with kukuruku. Next thing she wanted me to, if it is impromptu, she still coming through. She also gives emotional support too. These girls don't know what they want. Sometimes they want love, also want to do always love me, you just they waste your time. Anybody got time for that time, you know? As you can see, you need plan B. Pregnancy is not for me. Tread carefully, rationally. Don't try put me for trouble, girl. She asking, boy, what are we? We better be what we have been. No stress me, no fast forward me. She want tackle me with a dream booty. And I dey ball like JJ. I dey play home and away. And I dey give them gege. Me with a dribble JJ. And I dey bring my gege. Cause I dey give them gege. Me with a dribble JJ. And I dey ball like JJ. I dey play home and away. And I dey give them gege. Me with a dribble JJ. And I dey bring my gege. Cause I dey give them gege.
Ruga there coming through with JJ. It's 29 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time, which means it's time for us to get the latest sports. Musibudi Makura is standing by.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you so much, Tebogo. Very good afternoon from the sports desk. We'll start here. So the AFCON quarterfinal lineup has now been confirmed. The action will get underway on Friday with teams now vying for a place in the semi-final of the AFCON tournament. So the confirmed quarterfinal fixtures will see Mali, the Eagles of Mali, up against the Lions of Taranga on Friday. That game starting at 6 p.m. Central African time. And then five-time champions Cameroon have a date with Morocco, one-time champions. That's also on Friday, the 9th of January. Kickoff for that game is at 9 p.m. Central African time. And then record winners, Egypt up against the defending champions Cote d'Ivoire. That's on Saturday, the 10th of January. Kickoff is also at 6 p.m. Central African time. While the Super Eagles, four-time champions, up against Algeria, former champions. That's also on Saturday at 9 p.m. Central African time. A reminder, of course, that all teams are now vying for a place in the semi-final of the AFCON tournament. Well, staying with the AFCON, Bafana football legend Dr. Khumalo says the team's performances at this year's AFCON tournament were not a true reflection of what they are capable of. Khumalo, who is in Rabat, Morocco as a CAF ambassador, watched Bafana's 2-1 loss to Cameroon as they exited the tournament on Sunday. Now, the 1996 AFCON winning former midfielder says the Bafana team that played in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers was more convincing than the one in Morocco.
The edition in Ivory Coast is not the same as here in Morocco. In Ivory Coast, we're dominated by Sundowns players, 80% of them. Whereas here it's only Pirates and Sundowns. So it was not the same. And the fluidity of the game compared to that one is not the same. Hence I was saying that when we played the AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers, we were a monster. We were unstoppable. But that changed.
Meanwhile, compared to the team that qualified for the World Cup, Khumalo noted the differences as well as believes that something was lacking in this year's tournament as the AFCON team was not as fluid as before.
But now I'm looking at the players when we played our opening match against Angola. You know, when we score a goal, we tend to relax and we think, no, we've wrapped it up. But that was not the case because we allow opponents to equalize and get back, and then they put us under pressure. But mostly, to answer your question, we had to dig deep to fight back because we never used to fight back. We used to beat teams convincingly. I think that was the spirit that was missing.
On to cricket news now. Bangladesh Cricket said on Wednesday it was in talks with the governing body, the ICC, seeking what they call a practical solution to its request to move its T20 World Cup matches out of India. Now, India forced Bangladesh fast bowler Musafir Rahman to quit the Indian Premier League on Saturday, prompting anger in Dhaka. So with ties tense between the two countries, Bangladesh wants the ICC to shift their World Cup games from India to the co-host host Sri Lanka, citing security concerns. Now, the World Cup begins officially on the 7th of February, and Bangladesh are scheduled to play their 4 matches in India. Now, senior Bangladesh Cricket Board official Nazmul Abdim Fahim says that talks were ongoing with the ICC regarding the security concerns. A BCB statement said it would continue constructive engagements with the ICC and relevant event authorities, seeking a favourable as well as a practical solution that ensures a smooth as well as successful preparation for the team. And finally, former world number 1 Daniel Medvedev has extended his impressive start to the season ahead of the Australian Open with a straight sets victory over Francis Tiafoe at the Brisbane International earlier today. Now, the top seed took an hour to defeat the American 6-3 and 6-2 following his equally ruthless first-round win over Hungaria's Martin Fucsovics on Monday. Medvedev served rather superbly against Tiafoe and didn't face a break point in reaching the third round. The 29-year-old Russian has conceded that the world's top 2, Carlos Alcaraz, as well as Jannik Sinner, are out of reach of the other players on the men's tour. Defending champion Jiří Lecheka was forced to retire from his match against Sebastian Korda of the USA. Korda won the first set and they were on serve in the second set when Lecheka pulled out because of an ankle injury, ending his tournament prematurely. It is 15:35 p.m. Central African time, and that's a wrap from the sports desk at this hour. A final sports update for the afternoon comes in the 4th and final hour of The Upside. As always, for any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibu Di Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802. No fairy tales, just the facts and the music you love on Channel Africa.
Ngazibuza ukuthi yini ngami sengithanga imemeze mhlawumbe uzongizwa na kuyabanda pendlini ungekho sengithanga izidele vele ngimemeze kudala ngikulindile Segudalo hamile nando Zungekumbula nami tando Segudalo hamile oh Awupinde futhi ubuye ngakimi Sabatenge qalaza Tengalalela Angono sayikhumbula indlela ezekhaya Ngiyazi ukhona Ngiyazi uyaphila Ingakho ngizibuza ukuthi awuzwa yini Sengithanga imemeze uzongizwa nami kuyabanda pendlini ungekho sengithanga izidele ngivele ngimemeze dala ngikulindile wethando sekudalo amile thando Zungekumbula nami tando Sebudalo hamile. Oh, awuphinda futhi ubuye ngakimi. Uzobuya Thando, ngiyazuzongizwa futhi, ngiyazuzobuya Thando, ngiyazuzongizwa Thando, sekudalo hambile Thando.
Joel Zuma. What's the name of the song there? Thando Foot. Was he the one who did Luther Vandross tribute? Joel Zuma.
That's the one. That's the one. Incredibly talented
That
from
voice.
the KZN province here in South Africa. And this one is taken off an album titled Essence of My Soul. We waited for that album. Oh my goodness, we waited. But when it finally dropped, it was really worth it.
40 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Some more music coming your way on the upside.
Darubini ya Afrika na I am Henry Shakif.
Tumeona chapisho mapema hii leo ya kwamba Wizara ya Mambo ya Nje ya nchini Marekani imesema inapitia upya uhusiano wake Tanzania. Pengine taarifa hii imepokelewaje na wananchi wa Tanzania?
Cha kwanza tumeiona taarifa ambayo imetoka hii leo. Sisi kwetu taarifa hii haikutushangaza wala haikutushtua kwa sababu tulishaona taarifa kama hiyo imetoka kwenye ubalozi wa Marekani nchini Tanzania, ikiwa imetolewa na bwana Tom Pigot.
Umezungumza kwa kina kabisa. Haya ni malalamiko ambayo yamekuwa yakijitokeza mara kwa mara. Unadhani sasa je, wana hoja ya msingi?
Unauliza maswali mazuri sana na maswali ya tafakari. Maswali ambayo hayawezi kujibiwa kwa dakika moja au kwa siku moja. Ni maswali yanayohitaji utafiti, yanayohitaji kusoma.
Darubini ya Afrika kila Jumatatu hadi Ijumaa kuanzia saa 11 kamili hadi saa 12 kamili jioni majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Channel Africa and you have got something in common. The thirst for knowledge. Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the upside.
Sizwana mtana mingi mtala, mtana mingi mtala, swananga mingi mtala, mtana mingi mtala, emhlabeni ngiyaphiliswa, akhothi like kothi emhlabeni, amagata sawalingana, mawunqeda omunye uwekhulu ubuhlakani.
Oh, 11 minutes before 4 p.m. Central African Time. Nomfundo Mo is Busiso, and before that we had Amanda Mo with Nhlanyiswa Nguwe. Two ways to interpret that one. It can be romantic or it can be on the scarier side. Nhlanyiswa Nguwe, I'm crazy about you. And then the other one is, you drive me crazy. All right, so it depends on how you interpreted that particular song. It's 10 minutes before 4 p.m. Central African Time.
Zilipendwa na Abedi Jean de la Croix.
Leo tujadili kuhusu chipukizi wanaoimba nyimbo za wasanii wengine. Unadhani hili linatokana na nini, Omari?
Nadhani kweli kwamba tukizama muziki ya sasa, hasa wasanii ambao ni chipukizi, kwa kweli kwamba yani karibu kutoka muziki yao wenyewe, lakini wanakuwa wanapenda kuhubiria muziki ya zamani, hizo muziki ya wengine ambao ni taimbo.
Wengine wanadai kufanya hivyo ni kupromote vipaji vyao haraka ili waweze kujulikana. Je, yawezekana kukawa na ukweli wowote au ndio kukosa kabisa kipaji cha kuandika mistari?
Ndio, unaona kwamba msanii anapoazimia kwamba kuchukua wimbo mwingine au msanii mwingine na kurudia yani mara mbili sivyo, haionyeshi kwamba yani ndio wanaanza kazi ya muziki aidha, lakini ukiangalia kabisa asilimia kubwa utakuja kuona kwamba wanakosa ile mawazo ya kutunga muziki.
Zilipendwa kila Jumamosi kuanzia saa 12 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati hadi saa 1 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa. Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the upside.
J'ai football en hier, donc pas pour l'équipe. J'ai télescope hier, donc go à mon clé. Don't you ever fall, don't blame it on it. Go power did I you come to me with him. Oh, Nikin Latan, oh, Nima Latan, oh, Nikin Dojo me, oh, Loma Lapa, oh, Nikin Latan. Oni manatan, oni kindojo me, olo makampa, o Maradona, o Maradona, Maradona me, o Maradona, o Maradona, Maradona me, Maradona. Die for you. If I die for you, all is in vain. We could die for you. If I die for you, all is in vain. Kini mo ṣe fún ẹ? Will I satisfy you? All my friends once you are the best, will I satisfy you? Oh, Nikin Latan, oh, Nima Latan, oh, Nikin Dojumi, oh, Loma Lapa, oh, Nikin Latan, oh, Nima Latan, oh, Nikin Dojumi, oh, Loma Kampa, oh, Maradona, oh, no, Maradona,
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the upside.
Ndo kwanza tupo kilomita 6, funga mkanda bado hatujafika, huku njiani kuna vita, subira itahitajika, shida mitihani, binadamu tumeumbiwa, na mapenzi ni burudani, toka enzi tuliambiwa, umeleta furaha, kipindi cha mashaka, moyo ulipakwamika, umeutakasa. Sababu sina sababu, nikiulizwa nimependa nini, sina jawabu. Niwe wako bodaboda, boda boda boda, popote tutatembea, boda boda, oh, tolipia fare, boda boda boda, foleni utongojea, boda boda.
Nakukamatia juu na kukamatia chini, watu wote wanajua na kukamatia mimi, wanafiki wa Mbeya watakamatia nini? Acha waende watu woge, situkamatie dini. Stori za mapenzi si tunafaa, washasemaga mengi miaka kadhaa, na bado tuna trend usiku na saa, sisi uko na Mnyamwezi kibana ba
Habibi, siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie, babe. Habibi, siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie. Sababu sina sababu, nikiulizwa nimependa nini, sina jawabu. Sijui niwe wako boda boda, boda boda boda, popote tutatembea, boda boda, oh, tolipia fare, boda boda boda, foleni utongojea, boda boda boda.
Beautiful triple play coming through on the upside this afternoon. Bill Naz with Border featuring Mboso. And before that, we had When by Chop Life Sound System featuring Mr. Easy and Ami Faku. And then, of course, that classic Maradona by Nini Yola. Oh man, can you believe we've entered the final hour? Well, a couple of seconds, and then it's the final hour of the upside, a festive program this afternoon up until Friday, broadcasting from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central African time. I tell you what, this music, it's the one. It's the one.
It is.
I love
Perfect
it.
for the season.
Perfect for the season and perfect for the year that lies ahead, which is 2026. And we hope that it will be a prosperous year for you all.
Prosperous.
A prosperous year indeed. Odell Nsinzi is standing by with the latest news.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Looking at your top stories, Nigeria's former Justice Minister released on bail. And more details emerge on what U.S. strike on Venezuela could mean for the oil industry. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. A court in Nigeria has granted bail to the country's former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, along with his wife and son, who are facing money laundering charges. Malami was one of the most influential figures in the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari between 2015 and 2023. He was charged in December with 16 counts of money laundering and abuse of office and has been held in prison since then. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. He previously described his arrest as politically motivated. The newly re-elected president of the Central African Republic, Faustin Archange Touadera, has invited Russian President Vladimir Putin to visit his country. Moscow has become a key ally of Touadera in recent years, with the CAR in 2018 becoming the first West and Central African nation to bring in Russia's Wagner mercenaries as the country sought to fend off several rebel groups. Touadera, in power since 2016, won a third term in office. Provisional results showed this week, securing an outright majority in the presidential election that was held on December 28. Burkina Faso Security Ministry has accused the neighboring Ivory Coast of funding the plan to kill President Ibrahim Traoré. The military government of Burkina Faso says it has foiled a plot to kill President Traoré and destabilize the country. There have been multiple coup attempts against Captain Traoré, with the government accusing Ivory Coast of involvement. The BBC's Chris Ewoko.
In a late-night broadcast, the Security Minister, Mahamadou Tsana, disclosed a leaked military-style video showing soldiers who he said were preparing to assassinate Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Mr. Tsana alleged that the conspiracy was orchestrated by former leader Paul Henry Damiba, who was overthrown by Traoré in 2022. He accused Damiba of mobilizing supporters after securing foreign funding delivered through Ivory Coast. Neither Damiba nor Ivory Coast have commented on the allegations.
The South African Parliament's ad hoc committee has resumed its work after adjourning for the holidays. It was established to investigate the allegations that the KwaZulu-Natal Province Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi made in July last year. They relate to criminal infiltration, corruption, and political interference in the justice system. The last witness to appear before the committee was the alleged criminal cartel kingpin Vusumuzi Ketmatlala at the Khosi Mampuru Correctional Services Center in Pretoria. The committee has been given an extension which will end next month. Evidence leader Advocate Norman Arendse.
Chair, our new member is Bongiwe Mkhize. She is a member of the Johannesburg Bar, and she has been brought in to replace Lerato Sikalala, who unfortunately had to leave us at the end of November after the Matlala hearings at Khosi Mampuru.
Lastly, more details are emerging on what impact the U.S. military operation to remove Nicolas Maduro from power might have on Venezuela's oil industry. U.S. President Donald Trump says Venezuela will turn up to 50 million barrels of what he calls sanctioned oil to America. He says he will control the money raised. This comes after Trump said the U.S. oil industry would be up and running in Venezuela within 18 months. The BBC's Nick Marsh reports.
Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he would do. As far as he's concerned, this oil is the property of the United States, in as far as there were lots of American companies operating in Venezuela before the industry was nationalized in the late 2000s under Hugo Chavez. Lots of American companies lost assets through that nationalization process. And now that Maduro has been removed, presumably there's going to be some kind of regime change there. The Americans are taking back this sanctioned oil, which belongs to them. There'll be plenty who completely disagree with that.
Recapping on your top stories, the court in Nigeria has granted bail to the country's former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, along with his wife and son, who are facing money laundering charges. Malami is one of the most influential figures in the administration of the former President Muhammadu Buhari between 2015 and 2023. Channel Africa News, I'm Onele Tsinsi.
SABC News. The African perspective. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
6 minutes after 4 p.m. Central African Time. Can you believe we've made it to the final hour of The Upside, the Wednesday edition, a special broadcast, broadcasting all the way to 5 p.m. Central African Time. This is The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective with Tebogo, Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Stream us live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Well, in this hour, we are the gift that keeps on giving because we've got yet another DJ mix.
Listen, I'm so excited about these DJ mixes. It's almost like the DJs just intuitively know that the new year has started and that they're just going to bring it. More fire. Blow, 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 blow. It's like they just know, that we've just got to really come at these people with some good stuff. I'm very excited.
I love it for the more fire.
More fire!
It's 7 minutes after 4 p.m. Central African Time.
Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective. Tebogo and Mmatsheko on The Upside. Cling, cling. Turn up the African vibe, Africa style. Tune in on the Channel Africa app or log on to our website, channelafrica.co.za.
Leave keys. For life, it's this boy. Every day now I believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop full in sauce. Chop full in sauce. Even my mama joy there, my grandma joy, my papa joy, but my shima comes first. Round and bends, come to my doorstep. Like a rose, all of them are salted. Yeah, Modu give me money, make I one person. I know they carry kid, we don't like shopping.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on The Upside.
She can't look sporty. She don't want us to worry about kids. But she dey belly like Calamantus, press her quickly. The whole of zone 1, they my building. When we shut the door, they want beg me, put down school fees. Some of them go use the money, can't pop up. They go live in this sport. Every day now I believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop full in sauce. Shaggy, chop full in sauce. Bastard.
Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. You know my killer way they stay for Bodo, Yipo. Steady the charge for dollars. Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. The one for yeah, no the year motto. Samantha self in the land walk. Sexy girls, see they can't go. If you no be Gucci, nah, brother. Say Shelly, Addis Ababa, Solomon Grandi. With the fast life, is plenty. She call me Santa, exclusive. Bahamas, balling and balling, no more mamba. No be choice, oh, no be data. Baby, calculate our numbers.
If for life in city sport, every day now I believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, I for chop full in sauce. Chop full in sauce. Even my mama joy there. My grandma joy, my papa joy. My shima
Let's just do it.
Your life just got easier. Get the Channel Africa app and take us wherever you go. Catch the latest news, enjoy your favorite shows, stream the music you love, and stay connected to the continent. All in one spot, right in your pocket. Simple, quick, and always with you. The Channel Africa app. Download it now on iOS and Android. Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can only get it on the Upside. Every weekday, 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time.
11 minutes after 4 p.m. Central African Time. Now it's time for our DJ mix. Amapiano producer Yums is turning up the volume in 2026 with the release of Yumi's. It can't be Yumi. It's Yami. Is it Yami? Yami's House. Or Yumi's House, Volume 1, dropping today. Leading the way is the emotional single Auboni, a heartfelt collaboration with Scott's Mapuma and an all-star lineup including Nia, Pearl, Zani, Makanj, and more. Bon Ayanda Oratile Yumba. She has evolved from a 10-year-old drummer in church to a globally recognized producer, working with everyone from Musa Keys to Ciara to Pharrell, from his popular Yumbugini Club sessions to his headline-making remixes. Yums is a force of culture and creativity. Enjoy.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the Upside.
This festive season, the National Credit Regulator urges South Africans to spend wisely and avoid a January financial hangover. With many households already over-indebted, impulsive spending, social pressure, and easy access to credit can lead to serious financial stress after the holidays. Set limits, spend only what you can afford, and avoid high-interest loans, maxing out your credit card, or buy now, pay later deals without understanding the true cost. December joy shouldn't become January stress. Spend wisely, protect your future.
Africa at Play with Neto and ETO Chairman.
Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025. Bafana Bafana's opening match is against the Portuguese-speaking nation Angola on the 22nd. What can we expect from Hugo Bros and his charges?
When we went to the previous tournament, we sort of had the underdog tag as a country, and we were a little bit humble. Expectations were not as high as they are now at the moment. So I just felt that players were in a good space psychologically. I just feel that Bafana will still be tournament favorites. But coach Hugo Bros has a lot of work psychologically to make sure that players remain focused, humble, and players are playing without any pressure. Because when South African players are very creative, then we know that the outcomes are very good. But when they are under pressure, we know that sometimes the outcomes can be what we don't want to experience.
Coach Tabasano.
Live every Saturday and Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time. Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the Upside. The Upside, live and real.
Man, it feels like we actually have our own sort of black book of the finest DJs on the continent. DJ Hume's coming through, and we're actually going to continue with that mix in the final half hour of the show. Right now, though, it's 4:30. Let's check in with sports.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Musibu Dimakura with your latest sports news at the Sawa. So the AFCON quarterfinal lineup has now been confirmed. The action will officially get underway on Friday, with the teams now vying for a place in the semi-final. So the confirmed quarterfinalist fixtures are Mali up against Senegal. That's on Friday at 6 p.m. Central African time. And then Cameroon have a date with Morocco also on Friday. That's at 9 p.m. Central African time. Then the action then continues on Saturday. Egypt up against Cote d'Ivoire, the defending champions. That's at 6 p.m. Central African time. And then in the final quarterfinal match, Nigeria up against Algeria at 9 p.m. Central African time. Bangladesh Cricket said earlier today that it was in talks with the governing body, that's the ICC, seeking what they call a practical solution to its requests to move its T20 World Cup matches out of India. So India forced Bangladesh fast bowler Mustafir Rahan to quit the Indian Premier League on Saturday, prompting anger in Dhaka. Now, with ties tense between the two countries, Bangladesh wants the ICC to shift the World Cup games from India to the co-host Sri Lanka, citing security concerns. The World Cup begins officially on the 7th of February, and Bangladesh are scheduled to play their 4 group matches in India. Now, the senior Bangladesh Cricket Board official Nazmul Abdin Fahim says that talks are ongoing with the ICC regarding the security issues. Now, a BCB statement said it would then continue constructive engagements with the ICC as well as relevant authorities, seeking what they call a favourable as well as practical solutions that ensures the smooth as well as the successful participation of the team. Back home now, South Africa's under-19 bowling all-rounder, that is Ntando Soni, has credited his single mother's support for his path towards a professional cricketing career. Soni will be representing South Africa at the under-19 World Cup in Zimbabwe and Namibia starting next week, and is now hoping for performances that can make his family proud while also helping the team with the win. Both his mother and sister travelled to Johannesburg from Durban, and that's in South Africa's KwaZulu-Natal province yesterday, to attend the team's capping ceremony, with Soni saying that they have played a major role in his career.
A massive one. Since I was young, I think those were the only two people that supported me throughout the way. Obviously, it wasn't looking like much of a job out of school. Obviously, I loved the sport growing up, and my mom supported me, my sister supported me. I grew up with a single mom as well, so her support really meant a lot. And what happened off the field, I could really take onto the field in terms of my character development, my grit, my determination, and here I am today representing the country.
Now, with most of the players still in high school, Soni says there's more support within the technical team structure, with the psychologist as well as teacher also there to help them deal with the pressure while also attending to schoolwork.
We have a lot of support structure when it comes to management, adults. I'm one of the older guys, so I've been here for quite a while to help the guys that haven't been through this journey for long. Just to support us mentally as well. We have our team psychologist, Eugene, to help us with the pressures of a World Cup. You know, cricket is not easy, but we try and enforce the prospect of enjoyment. Even though we are playing for our country, we just strive to enjoy and play cricket at the best of our ability.
And finally, in some tennis news, former world number 1 Daniel Medvedev extended his impressive start to the season. That's ahead of the Australian Open with a straight sets victory over Francis Tiafoe in Brisbane on Wednesday. So the top seed took just an hour to defeat the American 6-3, 6-2, following his equally ruthless first-round win over Hungary's Marton Fucsovics on Monday. Medvedev, by the way, served superbly against Tiafoe and didn't face a single break point in reaching the third round. The 29-year-old progression has conceded, though, that the world number 2 and the world number 1, that is Carlos Alcaraz, as well as Yannick Sinner, are out of reach of any of the players on the men's tour. Meanwhile, defending champion Jiří Lekhuleni was forced out to retire his match against Sebastian Korda of the USA. Korda won the first set and they were on serve in the second when Lekhuleni pulled out with an ankle injury, ending, of course, his tournament prematurely. Well, that concludes your sports news this afternoon on Channel Africa at exactly 16:36 p.m. Central African Time. As always, for any sports stories you'd like to share with us, remember to send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us on +27 11714 4459. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibu D. Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa.
ngijule phela mangina ngigidela baphansi ngize ngiyotshela bakithi ungenza nje nanje nanje ungiphethele nale nale wena uyibalia kuthi ngijule phela mangina ngigidela baphansi ngize ngiyotshela bakithi ungenza nje nanje nanje ungiphethele nale nale Purchase sentencio yam Zohlala wena usengqondweni yam Purchase sentencio yam Zohlala wena usengqondweni yam
Mangibona wena langa liyabalela unondaba basifuni makopa sifuna indlela angoqaba ilutho noma besihleka suka kude mina nawe
10 minutes before 5 p.m. Central African Time. In the mix this afternoon, DJ Yooms. Hey, we are still in the festive season. You can tell as we are broadcasting from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central African Time on the Upside. Don't go anywhere. More music coming your way on Channel Africa.
Parlez-vous couramment le français? Êtes-vous passionné par la radio? Et êtes-vous qualifié pour travailler en Afrique du Sud? Envoyez-nous votre CV et vos 3 minutes démo en MP3 à @channelafrica.co.za pour avoir une chance de rejoindre la famille Channel Africa. Si vous n'avez pas de réponse après 14 jours, cela signifie que vous n'avez pas été retenu. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa. They talk about what Africans say about Africa.
As my dreadlocks are longer, I know say right now my time, I no go waste them rara. I go use them dada. You know say in a bastard. How they see I'm jeje. So if I do you wrong, I apologize. For the people who they sympathize, I gotta go make them larger. Full of snakes and spiders. Make a wrong move, lose your life, make it hard for your mother to sleep at night. Street no love you right. Some people they for mortuary. Some people they for hospital. Count your blessing one by one. Sure bet yeah, time has come to lift our voices. Lift my voice in prayer.
Seven minutes before 5 p.m. Central African Time. Higher by Burna Boy. Oh man, as we draw to an end to our show this afternoon, I reflect back on the conversation we had earlier with our business consultant. She wasn't a consultant; she was more like a transformation coach.
Yes.
And I reflect back on that. In the writing for me is what stood out. Her saying, listen, hey, you use more muscles when you're writing things down. So when you're setting goals and resolutions for the year 2026, rather write it down as opposed to just typing it on your phone. You might just achieve them this year. And I think that was one of the biggest takeaways for me. I'm going to start doing that. I'm actually going to do that.
There's power in writing things down.
Power in writing things down.
I can confirm it, yeah.
Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand over the mic now to the, is it Vue d'Afrique team with Joël Motiba. All right.
Correct.
Gonja, how do we say, how are you? Bonjour. How are you? Comment ça va? Comment ça va is how are you? But there's another one. Comment ça va? The one I said, and you said it sounded fancy.
Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui? Aujourd'hui means today. How are you today? Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
Comment allez-vous, Junjumvi? All right. The French
Yes.
Desk is coming up next. We'll do this again tomorrow, same time, same place. Upsiders, goodbye.
Asfuna mamita, asfuna mabita, asfuna makumba.